Greetings, Guardians. Welcome, welcome, welcome here. Today, we're going to be going over the guide for the Grandmaster that is out right now. I'm going to show you my build. Uh, this will pretty much make you feel disgustingly overpowered. Now, the Grandmaster is definitely one of the harder ones. It's not that fast. The fastest I have done it is 37 minutes, and that was my second run. But once you figure out the mechanics and whatnot, it is very, very easy to do. So firstly, I'd like to show you guys my build and what we are using. So we're going to swap on over to here, and I will show you guys the mods. Now here are the mods that I'm using. We have Recovery with a Artifice Resilience to keep myself at 100. We have a Heavy Ammo Finder because you need the heavy. And then Void Siphon to create orbs. Now I do want to point out I'm switching these two mods to Firepower. Reason being, I'm relying heavily on the grenade. So then on the chest, we're going to have a double Void Siphon and one Solar. There's just a lot of everything coming at you, but in the boss room, you're going to want to have the Void with Solar as there is Knights, and the main boss is a Tormentor, and he's very annoying. So then on the legs, we have Recovery, Innervation ×2, and Repercussion. So that way, every time I pick up an Orb of Health, an Overpower, my health instantly comes back. Do not confuse that with Better Already. Better Already is an alright one, but this one, instant health. And then on the cloak, as you can see, I have one of the exotic pieces on with Spirit of Foe Tracer and Spirit of Grelfalcon. So you're gonna want to pair it with your Graviton. Now there's a reason that this is on here. And truth be told, I'm not running anything that's gonna give me any kind of like armor charges. So we can swap this bad boy, and I think I did actually. I don't remember if I put that on or not. It was definitely I definitely had 3 grenade cooldowns, or yeah, this is what I had going on: 2 bombers and 1 distribution. All right. So then if we go up into the fragments and stuff, now there is no overload, but this is a very nice stasis to have just to send out and freeze stuff. You're going to want to run the magnetic grenade. It's kind of the shittiest grenade ever, but it is the one you want to use as it will pair nicely with the Graviton Lance for the times for void damage. You could go grapple, but honest to God, you don't even need to use grapple. You could use that threaded spike if you're running a strand gun or a snare bomb. But the main reason why I'm using this is for the times 4 with the Foe Tracer. We are also using Winter Shroud to slow enemies down when they get too close, and we are also using Stylus Executioner to have infinite invisibility with the volatile rounds. There is a 2-second cooldown, so just keep that in mind. Every time you activate it, there's a 2-second cooldown. So then, in fragments, I have Faucet of Protection on, Faucet of Purpose to give myself a Void Overshield. We also have Faucet of Bravery on to make sure that my grenade final blows give me volatile rounds if I can't get invisible. We have on Faucet of Dominance, which Void Grenades weakens targets and or Arc Grenade will jolt them, with Faucet of Courage. Your Void Arc abilities do increase damage affected by darkness debuffs, aka Shuriken Blades. Or you can have this right here, Severing them. But I chose for the Shuriken Blades as you get 2 versus 1. And for Super, we are using Deadfall. So, what is so good about this build right here, damaging a powerful combatant or guardian with an ability grants you a temporary damage bonus for the weapon matching the element. So, for example, I'm using Graviton Lance and Retrofit Escapade. Now, every time we get A target defeated affected by any elemental debuff it grants invisibility and true sight. After performing a stylus execution, your next melee attack, well invis, weakens targets. So, we are getting with this, your void weapons gain volatile rounds after you emerge from being invisible. This is all about the invis, guys. It is one of the most OP-ass builds I've ever made for a Grandmaster, and it shines in this one, as there's just a lot of enemies. And if you're running the Graviton Lance, well, it's just pretty much game over. It's pretty much infinite volatile rounds. You could, and then with the you break your anti-barrier, immediately swap to your heavy. There, it's game over. I've only used this to kill champions. It's literally the only thing I was using it for. As you can see, it has 9 kills on it. So, let's get into the Grandmaster.
Guardian. Scouts report.
Alright, so we're loaded in. We're just kind of talking at the moment. So we're going to drop down. Now, there's a lot of champions, so there's a potential to skip a lot of things in this Grandmaster. If you're trying to cut back on time. Now, you can do it the way I'm doing it here. Bring your little hoverboard over here and make your way through. But there's a thing right here, so be careful. As soon as you get out right here, and I'm waiting for these two to catch up, and my skimmer's in the way, I think I jump over it. You don't have to kill any of these guys, by the way. We were just doing it just to do it. You don't need to kill them. You kind of do want to kill some of them just to get over to the far left over here, as that is where you're going to be going in this Nightfall. But we were just kind of like, I was at one point like, why are we shooting these guys? We're wasting time. They're like, oh, I thought we had to kill them. I'm like, no, we can skip them. They're like, okay. So right here is where you're going to get the first area. And ready? Look at that. Void grenades out. Look at all the stuff that just popped up on my screen. We have volatile rounds going with a void overshield, and the foe tracer for some reason didn't kick in. Or if it did, it probably kicked in when that guy was defeated, because there's just so much crap on the screen. Honestly, Bungie, you guys made it better, but made it worse at the same time. Alright. Now there's a group of ads to the right and the champion to the left. But just take a look at this. This jackass keeps blocking my shot. We're gonna move over to the. I move over to the left, and they're going from the right. I'll stun this guy, and then we're just gonna immediately wax him. ×4 weapon boost. Look at all the crit numbers. I stopped shooting to re-stun him. And just kept with the strand gun just because this, these guys went over here. I was like, oh, we could probably skip them, and I don't know what he was doing over in the corner. So then you're going to proceed like normal, except you don't have to take the Ahmkarm skull and put it in the skull. Is this the one where I was like, I'm just floating? Yep. I was like, what the hell's going on? I can't get up the rock. Alright, when you get to this room, I go right. It might be easier if you go left, though, after going through and looking through it a couple of times. I think it is actually easier to go left. There's going to be 2 Shriekers in this room, 2 champions. First champion's up here on the right. He's going to be an anti-barrier. We're just going to sit here and whittle him down. So this Nightfall is all about sitting back. So if you guys are one to rush, highly recommend don't rushing, because you will get slapped. Because you can see the Shrieker to my left right there. As we zoom in, it's right there to the left. There's just so much crap going on. And I'm going to jump up here and activate it, because one of us had to go up here and be the sacrificial lamb. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, alright, it can't hit me through this little ass spot. And it did. This Shrieker's got some god tier ass accuracy. I've never seen it in my life being that accurate. I mean, literally it was shooting everywhere but me, and then somehow it connected to me. See, look, it's just shooting everywhere. It doesn't make any sense. So then you gotta like just work your way up, and everyone needs to just hammer into it. Then there's the next anti-barrier on the far left, right after that Shrieker's been defeated. And we're all just whittling away on it. I get hit with a nade. I ran back because I was like, I'm not about to die. That solar is dangerous. Now, one of my clan mates was using the Warlock heal build this run, and I believe he was also using the Infinite Scorch build at the same time with his rocket. Yeah, he's got his rocket on. I believe he shot it and missed it, and I was busting his balls. So I was like, you hit him, huh? Then be careful when you go up here, as there will be ads up there, and then farther up a Shrieker Eye will be active. So be careful of the Shrieker. Now I was thinking about going over to the left to take out the eye from the left, as there's some ads over there. I was like, oh, let me pick and choose. Spectre goes up. He's about to get slapped by the Shrieker. He must have forgot. Now watch this, okay? I'm sitting back. Now watch where I sit, and I'm thinking I'm safe, which is that little itty bitty spot. I believe I did it in the last one I did before I did the actual recording. It can shoot through the smallest crack, so just be careful. And I was just killing these ads just to kill them. This is, I was thinking right there would be a good spot to get up into to get to that second Shrieker, like double back. But we're going to progress, and then when we get to the next area, which is going to be the main room, where it's kind of in waves, what you're going to want to do, go in and go to the right. I keep getting stuck. I can't move, guys. My head's stuck. My head is stuck. A lot of crap in here that's just unnecessary, honestly. And be careful when you break that last one and when you jump in, as there is a bunch of exploding thralls. Now I got lucky because I have Faucet of Protection on, and it did keep me alive. So that being said, just be safe, go slow. One thing I didn't like, one thing I did not mention is the I'm going to cast Shadow Shot here because there's going to be a buttload of ads, and this is going to get me into Invis, and it's going to get my volatile rounds going, as you'll see right here. We're in Invis, volatile rounds refresh, boom, waxed. We're going to go right here again, throw the grenade out, take out this guy, ×4 is going. Absolutely eating him up. Call out was the champion was on the left, so we go to the left now and take out this champion. Everything is done from right here on the right. You don't really need to go any farther than right here. Some ads might be picky, so we had to get up there a little bit to get orbs and ammo. But other than that, you just stick onto the right side and you'll be fine. Little group of ads here is going to keep doing wave after wave until the seal breaker is out. Once the seal breaker is out, and then you kill them, the next wave of ads will spawn in. Now, my super's almost up. That's another thing I like to point out with this build. You're pretty much always going to have super going, so there's no need to have any kind of intellect or anything like that in any of these builds, because you will always have your stuff going rather quickly. Now, they're flanking here, so I go back to go get these guys, take them out. I keep going into the invis state with being able to use volatile rounds, and I keep forgetting, so I fall back again to my team because I was getting slammed. And we got a little bit of volatile going on them. Cast my shadow shot again, keep them all tethered right there so that way that we don't get overrun. We got volatile rounds. I quickly swap to my graviton lance, take that son of a bitch out in the back, take out this son of a bitch now, take them all out. I'm kind of just shooting at the damn thing and like, what's going on? I can't hit it. Those of you warlocks who do run the Osmiomancy stasis turrets or the getaway artist build, please, for the love of God, stop throwing, stop putting your shit down in front of people. We can't shoot through those stasis turrets, and it's very, very fucking annoying for the rest of your team, especially if you're trying to shoot something and the next thing you know, this motherfucker's blocking your shot, or you shoot a rocket or something, and it's just game over. There's going to be, the next thing in here is going to be, there's going to be one more champion, and then we are going to have a Hive Knight. Very annoying. His Void Shield is just like Ghost of the Deeps, and just like the Battleground, so one hit and you're dead. I believe I caught his shield somehow in this gameplay. Now we all move up to take out the seal breaker, as that is the only thing left. Is the seal breaker and champion. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't get the champion dead quick enough because they are both focusing the seal breaker instead of the champion. So I break the champion, and then the Lucent Hive does spawn in, and it is a nightmare because it's going to spawn in, and he's going to absolutely obliterate us. We all kind of we're like, oh my god, let's just throw everything out at once. And there's my clan chat that just popped up. I cast my tether right there. It grabs everybody. As I said, you're just going to stick to the right. And now the Lucent Lieutenant is up. The Hive Lieutenant is up, so we're just sticking back. We got another champion. In the tether, we're just going to town. I have Void debuff and Expanding Abyss and all that on, to where I pretty much am just the ultimate Void debuff. And my friend there was using the Hellion to get the Scorch for us as well. They do stack, for those who may not know. So, alright, now you're going to see me grabbing all my orbs. And I had to check something too, because my grenade will my grenade is a double dip. I get volatile rounds with it, or I get unraveling rounds with a strand weapon. So keep that in mind. If you're running the call, which I hope you are, and you're running one person, preferably your hunters running the Graviton Lance, you'll be really good. A lot of people like to stay with Polaris and use the Arbrent. Polaris? Outbreak Perfected. What the hell am I smoking? Polaris' second tool. So be careful of the lava, as it will two-tap you. And right here, I was like, oh shit, I forgot there was a yellow bar knight here. We waxed him really quickly. I froze him, and then my teammate defeated him. Keep proceeding through the stupid gunked up halls. I'm going to cast my 4th or 5th tether, I believe, so far. I tried to cast it, and I accidentally threw the grenade. I was like, that's not what I tried to do. Makes no sense, but okay. We're going to stun him, and then we're just going to immediately eliminate. Nothing is left standing in here. Everybody's just dying. You can just see all the Scorch from the Dragon's Breath rocket going off. It's pretty crazy what that can do. Alright, this is your second major room. Now what you can do is you can jump up top if you're quick enough, or you can go and hug the right. Personally, we did the right. I personally wanted to go up top and take everything from the top. But they were like, no, it will probably kill us. It won't. There's some spots up there you can get to pretty quickly. And then all the ads will be on the left. But I digress. This is just easier and quicker. Now what we're doing before we go and grab any balls is there's going to be wave after wave after wave of these acolytes. Once all the acolytes are wiped out, you're going to have 2 knights that spawn in. I believe there's about like 5 waves you have to go through of all the Shadow Thrall and all the acolytes. They're over there on the right, taking out the guys on the right. I'm in mid, taking out guys in mid. Wipes them out. Ooh, baby, I love this build. Watching this gameplay makes me want Grandmater. Like, 10th time. So I'm getting pushed pretty hard here, and I'm going to go to the left a little, or to my right a little bit, just to get a little bit more cover. I'm playing a little bit aggressive, more than I would like to in this area. A lot of it is just going slow, guys. Just don't rush it. Now the knights are out, and we are going to break them, and then I'm going to cast my tether to get everyone grouped up. And I jump over the lava like an idiot, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to die. Swap to that, roll on over, not die, reload the gun, go back out, work on the next knight. and then you will have an unstoppable champion that will spawn in. Unless where I took him out. I don't believe we did. No, I believe it's after the first ball, the unstopped champion spawns in. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the Taken Essence, and don't do what I did and go high. Go to the left, go low. I did the same thing there. I got booped. This is going to cost me a death. This is what you do not want to do. See, you're going to make it all the way through, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I'm not going to make it. And then I slid into the wall, and I didn't make it. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from mine. You make the mistake, correct it the next time. I'm going to get rezzed here, and I'm going to go back in and try it again. For those of you who do not run Graviton Lance, another good option is a gun with adaptive munitions on it. It will adapt to the enemy shield, just FYI. Alright, so this is what you want to do. You want to jump to the right or left. You want to run through that, slide, go all the way to the right, get through that, then you're going to run through the middle, you're going to go to the right, right through middle again, slide, and then out through the door. That is what I should have done the first time, but I hit the wall at the end, and it got me killed. Alright, so we're getting ready to go in, and then I see champion appears. So first thing I'm going to do is swap to my sidearm to get my unstoppable procced. We're going to hit him with the unstoppable round, we're going to throw the grenade, and then we're just going to go to town with the machine gun. And on the call, I'm using lead from gold with hatchling on it right now. Lead, L-E-A-D, lead, not lend. They're lending me ammo. He picks up the ball. And now what I like to do is I like to get to the very, very end before doing anything with these eyes. Because the lava is indeed rising, and you do not want to get caught in it. Now this mechanic will stay the exact same. It didn't let me out. I was able to stand on the lava for literally 2 seconds before almost dying. This is the area I was telling you guys you can get up to. You can literally get up there and do the whole area encounter from that. It does not say joining allies. I tested it out right here. Jumped up over to here. And I was like, why are we doing it from down there? We can literally get up there and do all the damage. They're like, oh, it won't work. And I'm thinking to myself, hey, it can.
It's on the run, but
literally a plateau up there you can get to, a little platform. You can shoot them down and everything. I'm like, yeah, guys, you can get up there, and they're like, no, let's just do it from the bottom. Yeah, this is the whole conversation right now that we're sticking around in.
Between you and me.
Make sure you, if you guys have max ammo, just make sure you shoot a rocket or a machine gun or whatever it is you may choose to bring in here, as you will not be able to pick it up later on, and it will indeed make it so you cannot pick up any ammo farther down the road, because there's a limit to how much ammo will drop per area per spawn. If there's extra ammos, it will already count it as you still have ammo in the field. We got an unstop over here. We're just laying into it through my void grenade. As you guys can see, I'm heavily throwing the void grenade before using the LMG or the Graviton, and somehow I accidentally entered prismatic. I double clicked my R3 button, my right stick. Don't know how I did it to activate that. I wasn't sprinting anywhere. I didn't have any clicks going on besides the right stick. I was trying to get the execution, and my teammate got it. So this is where the first major change is going to be to the rooms. You will have started weavers up here, and you will have acolytes. A lot of void heavy shields. Then you're going to have an unstop that spawns in. You're going to go ahead and get that unstop. I'm going to throw my grenade down on it, completely destroy them. Instead of going through a portal, this new door opens up here. And you just progress. There's no fighting until you get farther up past this area right here. Be careful you don't fall down in between it, as you will die. So right here is the first major area. We have an arc shield guy. We got the Grims. We got about 2 Grims in there. They're both down from the Graviton. Now we're going to focus this guy right here. Get him the hell out of there. Now don't worry about the champion, because there is a champion. You'll see him here in a second. I'm out here getting ready to kill him because the Grim just spawned in. On the right, we're going to go and try. I was going to stun the champion, but he said, don't worry about the champion. We'll get him after, because there's these 2 guys right down here. Lay into him with your special weapons. You'll kill him faster that way. And they're both down, and then this guy's gonna stop, stun him in his ass, give him the stone cold stunner. I'm just going to ham boning with my LMG. It's just insane. With the ×4 weapon boost. It does not pair, by the way. If you guys were wondering if it pairs with the Void legs where you can get extra damage, it does not. The Void Surge on your legs does not give you ×6 or ×8. I have tried. It does not work. It sucks. But that is what it is. Now we're in the next major boss area, like little encounter right before boss room. We're going to have champions. It's going to be hectic. So what we did is we went over to the back right and just took everything out from the back right. A lot of void shields. All these guys pretty much have a void shield out the ass. So if you have a void build, highly recommend it. Look at how fast my super bar is going up per damage, per kill with Graviton Lance, per everything. It's just going down. Now I jump up top here and it's a terrible mistake because I'm going to have guys that spawn in on my right eventually. And they're going to absolutely snipe the shit out of me. Where I need to jump down and get down. You might think being up top is a good play for this. It's not. Just stay down low, stay into the back. Take your time. I'm being way more aggressive than I normally am in this, just because we're trying to get speed versus efficiency. You can get both, speed, efficiency, and just be good. There's a lot of close calls I get in this Grandmaster when it comes to the health, because I am just getting shot the hell up, like right there. I'm one shot right now. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, oh, I'm about to die. We picked up the Orb of Power, instantly got back my health, and got a little bit of Void Overshield with it. Now I'm just going to town with the call. We got the Grim that was frozen up there. I cast my next tether. This is very important. For all you guys who are not running Hunters, use your motherfucking super if your Hunter is using Deadshot on Prismatic. Especially with my build that I have here, the amount of orbs that I have generated in this Grandmaster was about almost 150. So keep that in mind. You want to use your supers as much as possible, especially if your fire team is efficient. I highly recommend 2 Warlocks, 1 dedicated on Solar with the Healing Grenade and the helmet. This is what my buddy Tuffler was using, and the other Warlock use Song of Flame. Now, Tuffler was using Song of Flame. My other Warlock was using Graviton Lamp. Was using the Nova. And if you're not going to cast it, and you hang on to it because you're afraid you're not going to get it back. I mean, just look at how many orbs are on the field. That's all from my gun and Tuffler's super just now, creating a plethora of orbs.
That did it.
Just look at this. Look how fast my super's almost back. Here's another orb. I'm looking around for orbs and ammo. I caught this one out of the corner of my eye. Make sure before every engagement too, you reload your machine gun, as it is going to be your primary source of damage. Now this final boss room, it does get hairy, so be very careful in this boss room. You're going to have a shitload of acolytes and a couple of knights. I believe there's like 3 or 4 knights that's all spawn in. Don't touch the lava, as it will kill you very quickly. This area there is a champion. Now I believe you can actually skip this champion if you wanted to, because there's just so many fucking champions. You don't need to kill them all in order to get platinum. You can do some skips on champions. I believe you can skip at least 1 champion. So you can either skip here or skip at the beginning. Just because there is an ogre here, I personally don't recommend skipping here unless you are not going to kill the ogre and just run by everything. But we opted for the letter and went for all the kills because score. This Nightfall, this Grandmaster in particular, is going to be the highest scoring Grandmaster. So where you go through, you finish every champion and every mini boss you get finishes on. That will give you like 12 to 15,000 per champion, I believe. So then we killed everything, and then there was a guy left over there. I'm picking up ammo, getting this guy down. I was just laughing right here. I was like, dude, I love how the acolytes die. They just fall apart. It's hilarious. I'm going for, if you guys notice, I'm getting all the glimmer too, because I'm short on glimmer, because I had just crafted a gun and ranked it up. So we were a little short on, I was a little short. I don't know about these guys. They probably just ran past it. Personally, I wish the glimmer that you don't get would automatically pick up or go to your postmaster, but I digress. So now we're getting closer and closer to the final room. And we are now in the final room of the Grandmaster. So in this room, what we did was we sat back right over here. There's going to be ads to our left, ads to our right, ads in the middle. One person goes up, starts it. The tormentor will continuously come towards you. I cast my tether immediately on the tormentor so we can start putting some work into him. I almost died to his attack and the solar grenade, but then I get out there and get my revenge on kicking his ass. So we kick his ass, I move over to the right, I take out the ads over here, break all their shields, go invis, get my volatile rounds going, throw my grenade at the boss. I swapped over to the graviton still, so that way I can get the ×4 plus get the volatile rounds, get this keep going, killing all the ads out first. Do not have your other two guys focus on the boss if you want to be the one focusing solely on the ads if you have the graviton. Just continuously killing these ads out to the point to where they just don't stand a chance. Now the boss is going to start targeting me. I'm going to go over here to the right, and there's going to be some deaths, guys. Like this is not any kind of like, oh my god, I'm gonna solo it myself because I'm the greatest player alive. You're not the only player that I know of that can do that. Is ESO trick, and he's a different breed. He's cut from different cloth. We got this knight here. We got the ×4. Got ×4 going. I got 7 seconds, and then we just go to town on this guy's shoulder pads. And the hardest part is literally that he just keeps getting stunned and pushed back. Unfortunately, with target lock, it does indeed cost me target lock, but I do get my ass 4th time. So I guess let's get some ammo back to refund it. Alright, now this is where the fun begins. More ads are going to spawn in after that first wave. I cast my second tether in this room and just continuously go to town with the graviton. I primarily am using the graviton in this Grandmaster over the special weapon, as I have volatile rounds, which pretty much just destroys everything at all times. The infinite volatile. I go ahead, stun this piece of shit. My teammates have just destroyed him with the Dragon's Breath. As you can see, champion's no longer available. I'm about to die. Couldn't get back behind cover, took the Taken Acolyte shot down, and I died. But I took some of them with me thanks to my trusty graviton. Oh, he did cast a Healing Rift. The first one I've seen him use. So, regroup with my teammates, we're killing ads out, we're clearing it out. Same thing as in the first room, you're just going to want to kill everything out before you get the balls. Same mechanics too. Left room is just going to be lava. Right room there'll be lava, and there will be acolyte balls. But first, I go into the left by myself. It's just running back. Go through the teleporter. I pick up the ball. Immediately turn around so that way I can start with it from this way. I jump through right through that. Go to the right. Go to the left. Slide through the doors, and I'm out. Then I'm going to go dunk this ball. Don't get caught on stupid shit like me. I dunk the ball. I regroup with them, because there should be some more ads coming in, and there wasn't. They were like, there's going to be another wave, so I was like, alright, let me regroup. So then we're going to go over to the right. Bring a second person with you. In this instance, I took the ball, waited for my teammate. He's at the door waiting. He says he's far enough in. I jump up. I hit the one on the left. He's shooting the others. We're going to take them all out. Now, you don't need to shoot the ball, but if you're accurate with it, with the Taken Essence, I highly recommend using it. And don't get stuck. Once you get off the... Once the door opens, jump up immediately. Don't try and run. There's a lip there. You'll get caught on it. I got 7 seconds, 6, 5. It's very, very tight to get to the end there. Literally dunked it with 3 seconds left. Next thing that's going to happen is the second wave of the Tormentor damage, and I landed in lava and almost died, but it went away during that encounter. I cast my next tether. I've lost track of how many I've casted, to be honest with you. But let me know down below in the comments you made this far how many tethers I have casted in the video. Same deal. Target adds, target boss, depending on what is up. As of right now, it's just the boss. We are all kind of splitting off, trying to get his aggro off of each other. I get his aggro, and now I start to rotate around the room again. My teammates. Right here, we're just using the call because we have nothing up, and I'm trying to preserve my ammo for the final encounter of the boss fight. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, why aren't you using a linear fusion or a fusion? Honestly, if I thought about it, someone could have run Bastion, because that does give unstop. You could have had a Bastion, and then you know, adaptive munitions in your second slot or something like that for your gun. Tormentor Wave 2 is now done. I activate Transcendence. I throw the grenade there, thinking they're going to spawn there.
Like the hive finally.
I was wrong. I was like, well, that was a waste of grenade. But now we got the ads up in wherever the hell I was shooting. I think they were like, oh, ads are up, they're already dead. Now we're going to have the hive spawning in from behind. As you guys can tell, we rotate over here to the right to get ourselves away from ad spawn. Now be careful of the wizard. It is the wizard that we saw in the very beginning. That you cannot you can damage her, but I don't believe you can kill her at the very beginning. But if you take away a health bar at the very beginning, she will be dead. Pretty much quickly. Like, she doesn't come back. Whatever health you take, I don't believe she comes back with any. I haven't tried it yet, so don't quote me, guys. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to go through here. Keep killing them. I cast another tether to get all those ads grouped up. Move my way over to the left. I'm trying to get this anti-barrier. I couldn't get the shots on him. I see that the hive ghost is up. I'm running for it. I take this guy out. Now, realistically, before you take anything out, you always want to take out the champions first. Champions come first, and ads come first. Do not worry about the bosses, as you will lose the battle 9 times out of 10. Because you'll be overrun by ads. So I'm just gonna go through, and now once this part is done, that subjugator from the room prior will spawn in, and you want to just eliminate him as quickly as possible. As you can see, my teammates were already shooting at him as I was finishing off the ads. We don't have volatile rounds going. We have 268 shots left. He's almost dead. I'm like, oh, he's finishable. Right there, I should have died. Got in close to the finisher, took him out, picked up the Taken Essence, and then run back and dunk it. Now is the fun part. Now we get to kill the Tormentor of Axia, Tormentor of the Ahamkara. Wonder how that works. So I'm almost a tether. Now this gets very hairy, guys. This final boss fight will get hairy. It will be very hairy. He's gonna rush you the whole time. So whoever aggro, whoever gets his aggro, just keep moving. He's gonna fixate on one of you at a time. My understanding is if you get his aggro, he's pretty much just stuck to you the whole time. The first couple times we ran this, he was just on me the whole time, and he's still on me until I go and Viz here, which then he goes after Obsidian. And then I'm going to get his aggro again after we kill this champion. I cast Tether down to get everything up, and I'm thinking that the Tormentor is going to be coming that way, but Spectre kept him over there in that corner. So we took out all these ads, and I'm just going to town, and then we have Tuffler dies right there, and this is where it starts to get really freaking hairy. I thought this was going to be a wipe. So I get Tuffler up. So it's just me and Tuffler now. And the Spectre all grouped up. I get that out there. I got the ×4 weapon boost with the machine gun. I am just laying into his chest as it is the target to be aimed at for target lock to proc. trying to stay close to my guys as much as possible. It's very difficult, especially when this guy is just up your ass. This is just a boss fight. You pick at his health. It's just a pick type deal. I don't know what the fuck I did there. I'm gonna go for the res yet again. Pick him up. No. Tuffler's struggling. He's almost down. Me and him rotate around. Spectre's gonna go over to the lava, and I think this is the gameplay where he gets out of the lava. Dies. I can't remember though. No, this is the one where the Tormentor gets stuck. You can actually get the Tormentor stuck if you're lucky, and he'll just sit there the whole time, and then he will eventually teleport out. But this is free damage for us. This is Destroy City. I got the ×4 going, target lock, and 4 times going. Target lock ×2, increasing the damage. We missed. Now all the ads are going to spawn in because he is half health. Tuffler gets wiped. I'm the only one over here. Spectre just casted his Nova Bomb. Now I'm by myself and I'm losing my mind because I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to die. I go ahead, cast my tether, get the orb. And I'm just using this gun, hoping for the best. I end up getting invis and just running for a res. Now I will say I pick him up, and it doesn't matter. There's just so much stuff going there that he instantly dies, and this is where it gets super freaking hairy. As I'm just like, I'm dead. I'm gonna fucking die. I get invis this time. I get taken out of invis. I sacrifice myself because I am close to death. Right here, one shot, shouldn't have lived, got the res off. He gets up and runs immediately. This is where it gets hairy as hell. He goes for Tuffler's res. Obsidian's about to die. As I'm spectating him, I'm like, oh, you're about to die. So then I tell Tuffler, throw a healing grenade on me and get me up. And he comes and gets me up. And then we all just focus heavily on the boss again and get this boss out of here. Nowhere near tether. We activate Transcendence. We throw our grenade, our little shurikens out. I throw my grenade out to try and get them to go into it. Just stay alive, basically, is what the end game goal is here. You're going to be taking a lot of damage, so the faucet of protection, or whatever the hell it is, does come in handy when you are surrounded. 4 times weapon boost. Double shuriken blade to get the extra damage off. Tuffler finishes him. I go over here to start going and focusing on the boss. We have 4 times an ambush going. We have foster protection going. I go invis. I dodge out of the way. I just keep going, keep going, keep going. And look at all the stuff that's going. We got freaking everything going on them. Sever shots, unraveling rounds, fucking void debuffs. I got my head chopped off. I was laughing my ass off. I was like, dude, he just fucking assassinated me. The shit just went click, and I was just dying. I was like, I've never heard that sound. And that is it for the Grandmaster. As you can tell, it's not perfect. I will definitely never be one of those people who were like, okay, I'm just going to cut the videos where I die and show you only the good stuff. But that will be it for the video. If you guys made it all the way through, please, please, please subscribe to the channel as we are on the road to 500 subscribers. If you guys are new here, consider subscribing. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below if you guys are liking this Grandmaster or not. And I'll see all you happy guardians in the next video. Peace!